Greetings, grandfather. Now I want to talk to you about something today that I've touched on before. And that's an awareness and a means to support your own energy field, which I'm going to simply refer to now as your auric field. Now, there is a way to notice your own auric field, but you will have to use your hands. You can use both or just one. In this case, I'll simply use the right hand. Now, I want you to reach out in front of your body as far as your arm will go, alright? And center your palm of your hand, okay? Just like that. Or relaxed any way you like, with your fingers, thumb relaxed. And just feel. Try to utilize this part of your body, from your neck anywhere down past your belly button, but preferably right around the belly button area up to the base of your neck. And you can go for some other spot, but that's what I recommend. And what you're going to do is you're going to reach slowly, move your hand slowly towards your body. And you have to be sensitive in your hand, alright? So put your senses, your physical awareness into your hand and move your hand very slowly towards your physical body. And this is what you're looking for. You're looking for very slight resistance. This is going to require you to be very sensitive. And there's a warm-up exercise you can do if you like. Most of you won't have to do this, but some of you will find it helpful. Alright? So, take your two hands like this. Okay, can you see that? And very slowly start bringing them together. And the moment you notice any kind of resistance, and by resistance I mean just a feeling that there's something very slight that is keeping you from moving your hands together. This isn't magic. We all have auric fields and they radiate all the time. Okay? So as you're moving your hands together, see if you can notice this slight resistance. That's a good warm-up exercise, because then you'll know the feeling you're looking for when you're moving your hand in like this. Okay? Experiment with that for a while, and then this is something you can try. I'm putting really part 1 and part 2 together here. That was part 1. This is part 2, but all in the same video. I want to give you a means to use this. It's something that will be helpful for some of you. Now, those of you who have pets may have at times gone to touch your pet, but your pet wasn't having it. Maybe they were doing something. Maybe they were asleep. Maybe it just wasn't a good time for them to be picked up or petted. But you want to touch them. You want to give them some love and receive their love back. So, when there are times like that, and possibly your pet is injured or hurting or not feeling well, this is something you can do with a dog or a cat or a bird or even a horse. Okay? Size doesn't matter. Then what you do, once you've been able to be aware of where your own auric field is, meaning where it's at its point where there's some slight feeling, not pushing you away, but just letting you know that your auric field is stronger in that area. That's what that resistance is that your auric field is stronger right there. Because your auric field might at any time stretch way out, 12, 15 feet or more. But it's not as compacted there, so to speak. Okay? So say you're going to go and you want to touch your pet, but you can't do it. So, this is what you can do. Follow the contours of your pet's body. I'm going to say a dog, just for example. Reach down towards them. They might give you a look and just say out loud, "I'm not going to touch you." Or, "It's okay. It'll be all right." That's even better. And say that gently to the dog, and he'll be all right with it, or she will be all right with it. Then get your hand to about the point where you feel that slight resistance. If they're not comfortable being touched, it'll probably be at least 2 feet away, maybe even 3 feet away. Okay? Or a little more. Then, following the contours of their body from their head towards their tail, very gently pet their auric field. If their body flares out a little bit someplace, as bodies will, then go around that flared out part, like you might find for their head, for instance. Okay? Just go around that part. You might find that they really like that. And it can be a real comfort to a pet that's injured or not well, and for whom touching them would be painful. Now I'm going to give you part 3 of the homework, because that's also useful, all in the same video. So, if you've been successful with your own auric field, becoming aware of it, being able to feel that, and you've tried this out with your pet, or perhaps somebody else's pet, then, and only then, can you try part 3. Okay? There will be times when you will visit a sick friend in the hospital, or have someone in your own family who's sick or injured, and you cannot touch them. You want to touch them and say, "It'll be all right," or "I'm here for you," or "I love you," or "I like you," whatever. You can do that same thing with the human being. Okay? Let's say they have an illness in this part of their body, okay? And they would normally enjoy your touching them because perhaps they are a lover or a friend, something like that. And a gentle touch might be wonderful, but because of that illness or injury, they can't be touched there. It'll make them feel worse. So, always moving your hand from the top down in their body. All right? You can stroke the human being's auric field as well, moving from the top down, from the head down towards the feet. Always staying at that point where the auric field is more compacted, so it'll probably be, again, at least 2 feet away from their body. Make your strokes very slow and very gentle. And when you get to the bottom of the stroke, whether it is with your pet or your own body, or whether it is with a human friend, do not bring the stroke back up, okay? When you get to the bottom, then what you do is you move your hand well away, all right? Well away, maybe 3 feet away. Then you bring your hand back up and back down their body, following those contours. There's a reason. If you bring your hand back up, it will actually cause some discomfort. The auric fields of beings flow in this pattern. They flow from the top down, generally speaking. There are parts and times when the energy will come up, say from the left foot. It might come up from the earth. But generally speaking, it will feel better for you and for others to have their auric field petted from the top down, meaning from the head down towards the feet. In the case of a dog, it's the head down towards the tail. Same thing for a cat. Same thing for any four-legged. All right? So that's your talk today about auric fields and how you can interact with them in the most benevolent way for all beings. This is a variation of healing. There might also be times when, and you try this and practice only on your own body, when there's something in your body that doesn't feel good, you can hold your hand in a position, move it around about 1.5 feet, 2 feet away from your body, wherever your auric field is compacted, where you feel it, and hold your hand over or near that part of your body, or aim towards that part of your body. This works best with the right hand. And just see if your body feels comforted there. Or you can pull your hand well away and make the strokes very short, just over that part of your body that doesn't feel good. Aiming your hand, you will require doing like this or doing like that. Experiment with it and see how it works. It might in time be a way to bring about some comforting and some healing, and to improve your relationships, not only with your own body parts, from hand to body, but with your pet and maybe even your friend or lover. All right. Good life. Yeah, this is Grandfather.